Yo, what up? Are you ready for some football? Hell yeah. Hey, check out the last Pittsburgh Panther game. I don't want to say if I won or lost. I won in overtime. Man, the guy was going for it. He could have kicked the, but it was 14-14 with 10 seconds left. And instead of kicking the game-winning field goal, he went for it, and the clock ran out. And we went into overtime, and then we each scored twice in overtime. He missed the 2-point conversion. I got the 2-point conversion. I won 29-28, and it was all because the guy had the win, and he had the win in dominating fashion. I couldn't stop him. He just marched down the field, and then blew it on the goal line, and I won. So it's a lesson that, and that's happened to me before. I was trying to rub it in, and the game crashed out. So yeah, the Pittsburgh Panthers yesterday had their blue and green game, their gold and blue game. The offense didn't look too good. They threw a couple interceptions. The defense looked good, so that's a positive sign. But they said oftentimes the first game, Kenny Pickett was there to honor the teams and let them know, hey, you can make it to the NFL. I'm 5-2. Two of those losses, one of them was a lag out. So really, I'm like 5-1. Let's see who we can get going here, and we'll play some. We're also been playing some Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate is great. If you watch my Baldur's Gate video, I was complaining that it gets stuck in turn-based mode. I was cursing the programmers, but I was wrong. You can hit the button and snap it out of turn-based mode manually. But anyway, hopefully it'll match me up against a Tier 5. Be excited for Pitt season. Pitt started out 7-0 last year, and then they lost 6 in a row. So they ended up 7-6 last year. Their first 7 games they were dominating, winning. They got ranked 19, and then they lost 6 in a row, similar to the Steelers, who won and then lost. They really fizzled out. Once the offense got hurt, and Eli Holstein went down, the defense is on the field the whole game, and they're no longer, dominating because, yeah, they could dominate for a series or two, but then they get tired. And similar to the Steelers, when the Steelers offense is punting, and the Steeler defense, can only be great for so long. Oh, Air Force Falcons. I've never played Air Force before, so this is why I really enjoy college football. You get to play a lot of, and even if you play NFL Madden, a lot of people pick the same team over and over again. So this is exciting. You get to beat different teams and stuff.
Against the backdrop of the spectacular Rocky Mountains on the outskirts of Colorado Springs, home to some of our nation's best and brightest at the United States Air Force Academy. And when they're not learning to fly, they're getting ready for battles on the gridiron. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
I notice that I hear more in my right ear. It's like far more loud in my right ear, but it's probably exactly the same. It's just also right or left heard it. So like mostly hear with one ear. Try to put it in the opposite ear and train your opposite ear.
From inside his own 5. He was
and listen, start brushing your teeth with your opposite hand to train. It's just training, right? Is it just how you trained when you were young? Like, so with the right hand, I could go and be like real, like accurate. With this hand, it's like clumsy and awkward. But is that just because it's been like only once or twice with this hand and thousands of times with this hand?
A first down for the offense.
So it can be trained? I'm not sure. Probably.
And they're going to lose
Probably
yardage
train
there.
yourself
The
to be
defense
ambidextrous.
completely owning the front.
Well, there you see the speed on defense. Offense trying to attack him with the run game to the outside, but how about the defense's ability to shed blocks,
Actually, Air Force
go
is pretty good
east-west, and rally to
recently.
the ball carrier, forcing him out of bounds for a loss.
Finds his man down the middle. Bounced off his feet.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm of throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Fast motion from the offense. Back to throw, it's Busha. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it.
Really nice.
Got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this
They
game,
should
getting
punt
a
it,
huge
man.
stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Headed to the end zone.
So I'm getting getting that big push on the block. It's like unfair advantage for me.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, this secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
Great job
Air Force isn't horrible, though. They're outmatched in this game slightly, not a ton.
Traffic, and that's exactly what happened.
Nowhere to
See,
run
they
on
got
that
some
one.
speed,
He loses
man.
4 on the carry.
They actually had a decent record. They were like Air Force.
Physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close
I'd have
to
to
the
look
goal
it
line.
up. I don't know their record offhand, but I remember I was like, oh, they're not terrible.
If this offense can't
They're
capitalize
similar to
on
Pitt in
this
record,
field
like
position,
7-6 or
they are
something.
going to be kicking themselves all the way to the sideline. It's 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Holstein.
He's in though.
They will score! Touchdown, Pittsburgh! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They didn't punt. They gave me a short field. Sometimes you don't mind doing that.
Drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass.
You don't mind the short field because
let's see if he
can
can make
give
a
up
play
points,
on the
might as well do
return.
it quick.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
Yeah, a bit of a meathead though. Should have punted. Should have kept it in the
Air Force
end
has it
zone.
back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get...
Off he goes! Ripped off a
He
huge
went to the
sharp
fumble
play on
instead
that
of
one
a
as he gets
tackle
the first
right
down
there,
before he
see?
steps out of bounds. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. He wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Roberson. Still on his feet at the 45.
Okay, he's got a
He's
little
run out
something
of
going
bounds,
there.
but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of... To the air on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Oh, my stomach is tore up, dude.
Looking for a man. It's Busha. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
He's got it on the right. Jukes his way from home. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
And the defense, bad defensive play.
7, Air Force 0.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll run it on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw.
Get him.
Starting to feel a little pressure. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Air Force. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
To throw, it's Busha. Flushed out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
I don't know if I like that decision now. If I can score, go for 2 and go up 3 scores.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Williams. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Offense gets set for second down. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, your quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive. He's going for a big play downfield.
Nice.
He throws back across his body and it's picked off. At midfield, he's got room. Takes it the other way. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Pitt pushing the pace. From the gun, the ground game. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt.
He was fast,
and that is
able
exactly
to run
what
away.
you want from your offense. Man, late
He
in the
was
half,
able to run
you
away
wanna
fast.
execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Pittsburgh.
They'll line up to go for 2. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Wants to throw. It's Holstein. Gets it out fast. He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion makes it a 2-possession game and a 9-point lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
That's a 2-score lead, though.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And down he goes back at the 3.
I'll take a timeout.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Picked off.
That's why you don't do that.
He is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Panther.
That's why you just punt it or let it run down, bro. That's why you don't do, they call that doing something stupid at the end of the half. That's why you don't do something stupid at the end of the half, like gunning for it in your own end zone with 100 yards to go. You need a 100-yard pass. It only happens once every 20 years. He was outmatched. If you saw my offensive line was getting a big push, I like push him and he'd go back. Vanderbilt. Okay, cool. I never played them before. Coming up to a playoffs here.
Welcome to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, home of the Panthers, in a program built on the backs of legends like Tony Dorsett, Hugh Green, Mark May, and Mike Ditka. Give it the toughness that is epitomized by anyone who plays in the Steel City. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking
It's
on
a little
the
outmatched, but it
19th
doesn't
team in
mean
the land, the Pittsburgh
it's only a couple points, and it doesn't mean he could be a better player than me.
David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get
He might know his team inside and out. He might have a good player that he knows. He's probably from Vanderbilt, or like me, I play Pitt.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Receivers are okay. They're like average all over the
Here comes the
place.
offense on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Getting some heat. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance.
Connection struggling a little bit. We get one game in.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10
phone
from
off,
their
so
own
there's one
25.
less device on the system.
Dropping back, it's Pavia. Pressure
get him.
coming.
Oh,
Just
boy,
gets rid of it before the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
And the decibel level starting to increase here on this early 3rd and 10. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Well, there's the trust this quarterback has in his guy, right? He knows he's going to give him an opportunity in critical down and distances. 3rd down, find your best matchup because you know he can
Their
make the
offensive
catch and
line,
get his feet in
man,
bounds.
bad. He's got no time
Can't
to
find
throw.
his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be
Right
2nd
tackle,
down.
just go right around him.
Make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball
Not only
falls
that,
into
it's
play.
Let's see what they find in the
That
playbook
tackle's
for
so
3rd and
bad.
long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. And this looks disastrous.
Their right tackle,
Down
dude,
he
it's
goes.
horrible.
A huge loss on that play. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Look at their right tackle, man. He can't do anything. Let's look at this guy. Oh, he's not that bad. He's actually equal to mine. They're actually not bad, dude. I don't know why he's getting torched. Look at Pitt's defensive line. $82, $80, $77. All right. They are 5 points better, but I didn't see you get torched that bad. Do they have their backup in or something? Going around that guy like he's a piece of shit.
And the Commodores will
He's actually not bad. He's about the same as my guy.
Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter.
In fact, he's better than mine. My guy's the... He hit me.
And it'll be down right there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
They got fucked on that penalty because I just ran into him.
First down for this offense.
Yeah, my right tackle was lower than him.
Give to the running back.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the left side. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6 yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
You don't have a lot of time either. You got to go a little faster.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Looking downfield. It's Holstein.
Uh-oh.
And that ball is picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set. First down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they won't make the connection. Looking to make a big play there.
No, it was incomplete.
Hot stuff.
Taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Extending the play. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
Man, how tough is this guy
Sickness
to
came
defend?
over
He drops
me.
back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to throw, it's Pavia. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that bobble.
Oh, my stomach, man.
And that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Field goal is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Vanderbilt 3, Pitt 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block